Business Heroine TV for the entrepreneur who says she will and does.
So tell us about Vixen DeVille and this whole developing of a character. Who's Vixen DeVille? What's she about? And how is she different than you as Cat?
She started off very, very different because I was this quite, although I was an actor, it was very much, I saw myself as Cat LaCohie, the person, and then the actor, like when I took a character on that was very different, I would go to the theatre and I would be dressed completely different. If my character was very sexy, I'd go quite like in sweatpants and looking quite chilled out to go, this is me as the person and that's me on stage. If the person on stage was quite, grotty or dressed down and casual, I'd usually turn up to the theatre quite dressed up and lots of makeup on, sort of go, this is me and that's my character. I was never confident at school sort of talking in front of people, just being myself. And now a lot of my chunk of stuff is me hosting. So Vixen DeVille, I guess, I loved all the evil Disney characters, so the Sea Witch and all that kind of stuff. The idea that she had this power, like she could come on stage and create fire out of her fingers, or just, I love that kind of otherworldly element about her. So my bio that I wrote and that is still on the website was all created from that. And I love this, because she tells this bizarre story, which was her first act that she did. I like this sort of weird, bizarre, yet comedy story from where she comes from, and she's from this other world, and she's slumming it here on Earth, sort of thing. And I think it was a safety net to go on stage and go, I'm now playing the character of Vixen DeVille, and I get dressed up and put all my makeup on, and I had very set things that I would say, and very rehearsed in a very actor way. I'd rehearse my lines and have something written out. But gradually, as I've become more confident with, I think I saw some of the other people in the Kitten Club, and they were very much elements of their character in real life. Just thought, I'm going to let that filter in. And I was always a bit scared to draw attention to myself and go, look, I'm sexy, I'm wearing knee-high boots and short skirts and a low-cut top. And I just thought, no, I can let that filter in. You can see as my pictures go through, as my costume becomes like little added to, and then when you see me during my day, I start borrowing from Vic. I start borrowing her costume. And I think now the main thing about coming to LA is in England, because I was playing this character, I put on this very sort of heightened RP voice. I'm like, oh yes, I'm Vixen DeVille, and this is my voice, and I shall play this character. But in LA, I have the accent anyway. It's much more like specifically, oh, you're British. So I don't have to try to put this facade on that is Vixen. And I'm so much more Cat on stage, and I've relaxed into it. And now that I joke with the audience a bit more, I don't script things so much. It's very improv, it's very fun. And so now I think Vixen has come into my life in that I'm more confident and more flirty with people. And I have the confidence to say things maybe I wouldn't think I had the permission to say, but in a tongue-in-cheek way. Mm-hmm. And I think Vixen has taken from Cat in that she doesn't try so hard. She has her flaws, but she admits them. And because she's Vixen DeVille, it doesn't matter anyway, because she's so amazing.
I love that they borrow each other's clothes.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
And sometimes I buy things for Vixen, because I see a pair of shoes and I'm like, when am I ever going to wear them? Oh, Vixen would wear them, I'll buy them.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.